True Story Media.
Walmart Business is in the business of helping your business, regardless of whether you're building bridges, building spreadsheets, or building lesson plans. Ooh, that looks fun. Walmart Business can help save you time, money, and hassle so you can focus on what you're building instead of what your supply closet is missing. In short, we take care of business so you can do more with yours. We're the Walmart you love, now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
This podcast contains adult themes and language, and some of the things that we discuss may be disturbing to some listeners. In this podcast, we discuss sexual assault, torture, race, and murder. Listener discretion is advised. Please take care of yourself. When we discuss the shows that we watch, there will be spoilers. So if you haven't watched yet and you don't want to be spoiled, make sure to watch before you listen to this episode.
So I am going to dive in to our little thing here.
Epic journey.
And epic is an understatement. So we are Beth, Wendy, and Minnie, hosts of Fruitloops Serial Killers of Color. And this is a special video club. It's not perfect for many reasons. I'm essentially, I don't have a home. And so I'm staying in a log cabin.
Looks beautiful.
But it has Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's nice.
Thanks. And we're all the Fruitloops Serial Killers of Color team. And we're so glad that you're here with us. We, for this video club, watched Demon House. And boy, oh boy, I cannot wait to get into it.
A film by Zak Bagans.
Bagans. Which I thought it was pronounced differently.
What did you think it was pronounced as?
I thought it was Zak Bagans.
Yeah.
But it's not?
Like Bilbo Baggins. It's Bagans.
It's Bagans.
Yeah, but
okay.
he pronounces
Yeah,
the
that's how he said
bag
it.
part like people in North Dakota say bag.
Yeah.
Right.
Give me a
Bagans.
bag.
Although I
Yeah.
don't know if,
This, I mean, okay, initial thoughts, because I had not heard of Demon House, but I did watch Deliverance, and I have heard about the haunting of the Ammons family. And so this is a lot. This documentary is a lot. I don't know what to make of it. Thoughts, friends?
Seth's here. First of all, Seth's here.
Yay.
Yay! Hey, Seth. So for a documentary about demons, it was the most boring documentary.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty boring.
I wrote down at one point, I feel like I'm watching the Blair Witch Project.
Oh my, I wrote that
But the Blair Witch Project.
too. Yes.
Yep.
And I was like,
The Blair Witch Project was better.
Yeah,
so
it was
much better. But I mean, the reenactments kind of like made it go off the rails more than it needed to be.
Yeah,
because this, I feel like what gets lost with the making of this Demon House documentary is that this happened to a family.
A real family.
A haunting happened to them. And I was frustrated all throughout because whenever something bad happens to BIPOC people, the question is, well, did it really happen? Mm-hmm. And was it that bad? And that's what this documentary was to me, basically, like did it really happen?
Yeah,
I didn't get that myself, but go ahead.
Yeah, I think Zak thought he was doing his best to prove that it did happen, like all of this stuff happened. But it was so badly done that as a person who doesn't really believe in this stuff, it didn't make me believe it.
Yeah.
But I do believe that the Ammons family had an experience. They experienced something. Yeah. Was it demons?
Yeah. Whether that was like the black mold or the chemicals
they had a
that they
negative
talked about,
experience.
They had an experience.
And I feel like their experience was it was kind of downplayed because actually, now that I think of it, he did say things like, people were paid money, and he was saying this film producer's trying to get me to not make this movie. And so he did kind of imply that maybe these people were being paid to say things in order to get this other movie made or something like that. So yeah, maybe he was kind of throwing shade on their experience. But in the end, I think he was trying to make it seem like he went in as an unbeliever and then came out as a believer. I think that's what he was trying to say.
But he does believe in demons.
He already believed in demons, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
right.
Yeah, it was all kinds of messed up. The first thing I wrote down was, dude, bro should not have narrated this himself.
Yeah, he's so boring.
Yeah, it was so bad.
My name is Zak Bagans.
Yeah. Have you guys heard of this Bagans fellow before? Apparently he's one of the... Okay.
Yeah.
I had heard of him, but I don't know much about him, and mostly everything I've heard about him is negative, so...
Aha! 0 stars, if you ask me. That's all I have to say. 0 stars for this fella. He was super dry and boring, and he should not have narrated.
The attention. He just loves the attention.
Oh.
Seth said, sorry for the delay, but if there's one thing Zak Bagans is, it's dramatic as hell.
Yes.
I watch his show Ghost Adventures, and yes, he's garbage. He loves the sound of his own voice, which I have to tell you is weird because his voice, there's no animation in his voice at all.
And depth, ghost stories, especially ones with Black people in them, and I'll get to that later, I think require some... just
nuance.
That's all, nuance and depth, and he didn't quite.
Oh no, he
did not.
There was not a Black person on his crew, not one.
Not one.
That's true. Yeah, they were all white.
Not one.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, OG of True Crime, for pointing that out. So, any other initial thoughts, Seth? Did you care to share anything else, or anybody else in the chat?
Seth said there's an episode of his show where he quote unquote debunks a haunting in a home, and big shocker, it reveals a lot about how he feels about Black people. Ooh.
Oh God,
Note,
I'm horrified.
He doesn't usually visit people's actual homes for the most part normally. He does, but it's very, very rare.
Huh.
Oh, interesting.
Very interesting.
Okay, so this is a guy with no cultural context.
No experience.
Experience. Yeah.
With Black people.
I'm going to start asking this more in 2025.
Do you have
because
experience
of
with
our
Black
recent
people?
Yeah, do you know any Black people who don't work for you?
Yeah.
That would be a good question for Mr. Bagans.
Yeah.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But here's a big one you need to hear. Billions. That's the amount of money in refunds the IRS has flagged for possible identity fraud. Now here's another big number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. One last big number. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.
Okay, well, let me get into my notes here, y'all.
Okay, go.
And
Wendy, go.
Okay, also, so as you know, I don't have a house, and normally I watch these documentaries 2 or 3 times, and I have dozens of pages of notes.
Yeah.
This episode, I do not, and I just want to ask for a little grace and forgiveness in advance.
You got it.
Yeah, no worries.
You.
I could only watch it once because it was too boring to
I
watch
watched it once, but
I
took tons of notes. So.
Okay.
Oh,
Minnie for the win.
Great.
Yeah.
Minnie, woo! Oh, hang on. Let me get my hip-hop air horns.
I get a hip-hop
Actually, and we need a hip-hop air horn. Yes,
for Seth.
Many hip-hop air horns. One for Minnie. Here you go.
Thank you.
And then this one is for Seth.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so Demon House, for those of you who are just joining us, NPR style, is a 2018 American documentary horror film directed by and written by Zak Bagans.
Directed.
And it stars
Zak
It stars him. And
Produced by
he's the
Zak
he's-
Bagans.
Yep. He did a lot. And the film follows the Ammons haunting case and was released in, again, 2018. And the Ammons haunting case is a family haunting that occurred in Gary, Indiana, where Michael Jackson is from. And it is also known as the Demon House case. It occurred in Gary, Indiana in 2011. And I want to mention these facts because they're important. And Bagans kind of brushed through a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So LaToya Ammons and her mother, Rosa Campbell, and her 3 children, they were ages 7, 9, and 12, moved into this rental house on Carolina Street in Gary, Indiana. And shortly after they moved in, the family began to experience strange things, such as black flies swarming their front porch, which is an odd thing to happen because flies don't fuck with the cold. And it happened in like wintertime, and that was really unusual for there to be that many flies and bugs when it was so cold in the winter. So that's one thing. And then unexplained footsteps they heard. And they also heard doors creaking open. And the children, this is the wackiest part, I guess, experienced the weirdest, the most bizarre behavior, including levitating, speaking in deep voices, walking on walls. This happened in a doctor's office. Apparently, one of the younger boys was crawling up the walls. The CPS lady saw it. The doctor saw it. It was crazy. And the youngest child would allegedly say disturbing phrases like, "It's time to die and I will kill you." Medical personnel were involved in this case. The police were involved. And the police and CPS were involved because they seemed to think that these things were happening because the mother, LaToya, was neglecting the children or abusing the children. And she said, no, this was not me. I didn't make that little boy climb up the walls. And then they contacted the church, the Catholic Church, and I will say that they called more than one church to try to help them. And many of them said, we don't do that. So they finally got the assistance of Reverend Michael Magano, and he performed 3 exorcisms on the family, and he concluded, based on his experience, that they were in fact tormented by demons. And then finally, a year after the family moved in, they moved out of that house in 2012, and the hauntings that they experienced stopped, and the house was eventually bought by Zak Bagans. He filmed his bullshit documentary. Yes. And then tore the house down.
I'm just gonna interject here. Seth said the reenactment kid actors in this were awesome, to be honest.
Yeah, they were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Give them all of their flowers.
Yeah, they were really good.
Yeah, I agree. And I love seeing young Black people do amazing things.
Yes.
So let's get into the actual documentary with Bagans. Did you guys notice the message at the beginning of the documentary that said, view at your own risk?
Yeah, this said like demons can go through electronics and shit, like, so trying to make us think that.
So before we realized how shitty the documentary was, I actually licked my lips with excitement. And I couldn't wait to get on board. Yeah. Yes.
Don't watch this movie.
This is going to be a fun night. I was disappointed.
She fell asleep. So Seth says, am I correct in remembering that there were squatters there when Zak first arrived?
Yes.
Yep. And we have to talk about what that bastard did with those people as soon as cameras were off. LMAO.
What happened?
I don't know specifics, but I imagine that they were either removed or he called the police and had them arrested or something.
Yeah.
Seth says, I don't know, but I know he kicked them out to film and then tore the place down.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is seriously.
Yeah.
Actually, so they were living there,
necessary?
Right?
Yeah.
And then he kicks them out in order to film this and then tears the house down. So no one else can live there ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is seriously
I have
fucked
very
up.
mixed feelings. Yeah. It's not great. If colonialism could be summarized in one documentary, this I feel like would be it. Colonialism and white supremacy.
Now, being the devil's advocate here.
The demon's advocate.
The demon's advocate.
Okay.
Playing devil's advocate, I think either he believed or he wanted us to believe that it was infested with demons. So anybody who lived there would be harmed.
In danger.
I think he wants us to think that that was his intention, but I think he did it so that nobody can double check the footage of the movie.
Oh my God.
That's what I think.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
Whoa.
Yep. And Seth says, oh my God, Minnie, you're so right.
Jesus Christ. Minnie, we don't need to say anything else.
At the end, it said that he demolished the house, and I said out loud, of course he did. But you know, he kept some dirt, you know.
Oh, yeah,
from it.
that's right.
Yeah. And so the stairs.
Yeah.
He kept the stairs.
I was like,
stairs
what the fuck? Why, if you're tearing down the house?
Seth says white people nonsense. Yeah,
with a musical note. So white people nonsense. With Wendy and Beth.
White people nonsense. Ow. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So there's like more ridiculousness, tomfoolery ensues. He said a psychic medium contacted him and said, "Don't do it, bruh." Essentially, there's a 12-foot guardian goat person guarding this house. But then he closed and he got the keys anyway.
Yep.
And he tried his darndest to get LaToya to participate in his, I guess, exploitative endeavors.
Yes, I would say that.
And she said
no.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely
because
not.
she was scared.
Yeah. They really did go through something traumatic. And I felt offended that he didn't seem to take any care with that aspect
trauma
of it.
and he wanted to use their trauma. Yeah.
And so shout out to Miss Hammond for, standing her ground and not just seeing dollar signs and putting up her boundaries for her and her children, because it sounded like they went through a lot with this haunting.
Yeah, and Seth says, we'll come back to that, him using their trauma, laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And then the efforts he took to find her. She didn't want to be found, and he was like,
"Oh, I'm going to find
her.
you."
Yeah, we see the numbers in her Instagram posts, and we're going to that house. And it was like, she doesn't want to. How many times does she have to say
he wants to get it on film? You know?
Yeah.
So good. How not to get murdered is if you take pictures and post them online. Don't have your house number in the pictures.
Yeah. Excellent point, OG of true crime. Yeah, but I was mad at him for just not respecting the family's wishes to move on and not talk about this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't. There wasn't any requirement for him to talk to them.
No, and he was just like standing on her porch, like waiting. For her, like. Yeah.
How not to get Zak Bagans.
How not to get Bagans.
Bagans. Yeah, let's just do it.
Your demons and you don't want to be on TV. How not to get Bagans.
Can we talk about the police officer who was explaining to him, what was happening? And first of all, I loved him. He was, I think, my favorite character in the whole documentary.
I wasn't sure if he was an actual officer or if he was reenacting.
I think he was a former officer. I don't think
he was a former officer.
Retired.
Yeah. Retired. Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. Oh, and I just want to pause real quick, just making sure no one's got a demon in the background. I'm hearing some howling. Is that somebody's dog?
That's my daughter's dog.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, my dog is whining.
All right.
She won't shut
no
up.
worries. Okay. I just, making sure the people out there know that we don't have a demon on.
Any demons. They
We're
didn't
not
come through
infesting
the
you
electronics.
with demons through
Not
the
yet.
Mind if I let her?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to go do something?
No, it's cool. She can stay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
In tight quarters
It's adding
here.
mood. It's adding mood to the...
The vibes are all
Steph
right.
says, oh no, the 12-foot goat.
It's coming. It sounds
That
awful
was-
lot like a dog.
That's at least twice, maybe more in the movie, they flashed. Like,
That
it was like one of
goat.
those things that they used to call, like, subliminal messaging or whatever,
Right.
where they try to scare you for, like, it was just a split second. You saw a goat face suddenly appear, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's what they did in
You were
the
unfazed.
I was
Exorcist.
unfazed. Oh, did they?
I think it was the first time they ever did it was in The Exorcist, and they would just add in a few frames something scary.
Yeah.
And so people wouldn't register seeing it, but it scared the shit out of them, and people were like fainting and throwing up and
Really?
yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
The
I
Exorcist.
love horror so much. I mean, the things it can make you feel and do. It's incredible.
Fainting and throwing up. It's awesome.
So great.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've never had a reaction like that, but in my dreams, I could someday. I mean, that sounds to me very exciting. That this thing that somebody created makes you feel so intensely that you throw up.
Yeah.
I mean, I cry and laugh all the time, but I've never thrown up. And boy, oh boy, what a treat.
What an experience.
Yeah, what an experience.
So you're running out of closet space. The good news? You don't need to stop shopping. You just need to start selling with The RealReal. The RealReal is the world's largest and most trusted resource for authenticated luxury resale. Whether it's that mini bag that can't even fit your phone, or those boots you never fully broke in, The RealReal handles everything from photography and copywriting to shipping and pricing. So you can just sit back, get paid, and make room for things that actually feel like you. And with 10,000 plus new arrivals every single day from top designers like Prada, Celine, Louis Vuitton, and Loewe, all for up to 90% off retail, you're bound to find something perfectly on brand to fill that extra closet space with. Plus, right now, you can get an extra $100 to shop when you sell for the first time. Make room for what feels like you. Go to therealreal.com to start selling and get your extra $100 to keep shopping at therealreal.com. That's therealreal.com. Terms apply.
I was going to just say that I think Bagans had a home inspector come and look at the house and found mold and traces of asbestos, and how that guy said that those kinds of things could alter your mental state.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He said something about CO2 also, or not CO2, carbon monoxide. I think he said something about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I just wanted to say that a couple things. Black people often get misdiagnosed as having like schizophrenia when really they just have like ADHD or depression. And these older homes that poor blacker and browner people live in that are neglected, that they rent, often do have these traces of mold, even lead paint or asbestos, which does affect children's mentation and cognition and things like that.
Right.
And so I wonder if more of that was at play in the haunting of the Ammons family.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we'll ever know
We
now
will
because
never
the
know.
house
Because
was
they
torn
tore
down.
the house down, so they
Yes.
can't do any kind of real scientific investigation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll never know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But the boy walking up the wall is crazy.
Now, when they were showing it in the
reenactment,
the reenactment, it looked like he was holding on to somebody and walking with his feet on the wall, which doesn't seem impossible. I mean, when they said he was crawling up the wall, I imagined, crawling on all fours, going up the
like
wall.
The
I'm
Exorcist.
like, what the? Yeah.
Right.
But it looked like he was actually holding on to somebody and going up the wall with his feet.
Which might have seemed impossible, but...
Well, yeah, and I guess maybe to everybody. I mean, it's an unexpected.
Oh, yeah, definitely unexpected thing to happen, and probably scared the shit out of everybody.
Yeah. That's speaking of everybody. The CPS worker, the black lady, who never returned after that up the wall incident, and how she described that she was severely traumatized by this and even had to seek mental health treatment herself to, help her heal or move past it. And I just wanted to acknowledge that.
Yeah, absolutely. She did definitely experience something. If you're a believer in these sorts of things and a family comes in and they feel like they are, they have kids that are possessed and you're having to deal with that, I mean, regardless of what's actually going on, you're going to be traumatized. And so it is absolutely fair that she wouldn't want to deal with it and would experience trauma from it. So,
Yeah. I agree. And Bagans doesn't seem to really take care of people he's
definitely
he just basically is saying that people were paid off. If they won't talk to him, then they were paid off. Or if if the story's not what he thinks it should be, then they're being paid to say these things. And so he does that, and then he moves on. So that he just so that he doesn't have to explore it anymore.
Just when he talked about the squatters, they got paid off. And then the Ammons, they got paid off because they were going to do a movie.
Yeah, and he just keeps saying things without any evidence. He just puts words on the screen as if, that makes it real. Talk
about it.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Yeah, he did that a lot. It was like, are you trying to be a psychologist or something? Because you're not, it's not hitting. Yeah, you're not. You should shut up right now. Seth says on his show, it's usually pretty obvious that people who agree to be interviewed by him are being paid to be there.
Interesting.
Laughing hysterically emoji. And I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Okay, so since that's his modus operandi, then he thinks everybody
does that. Yeah.
So
okay,
interesting.
Like Trump.
Which leads us to the family Mika, the mother who lived there with her children before, and he convinced them to come back into the home. And then 48 hours later, one of Mika's daughters attempts to unalive herself. And it was reported that she had these crucifix marks on her wrists, had stabbed her wrist. And she threatened to kill her mom in her sleep. And oh my gosh, this was ridiculous. At the end, they took her to the church to do an exorcism with the priest.
And then they're like, oh, she's fine now.
Yeah. What?
And I think that was all reenactment too, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? I thought it was real.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was reenactment.
Really tell. Usually in a quality production, they will tell you.
Yeah.
This is a reenactment.
Yeah.
And so you can distinguish.
At the beginning that many of the scenes were
reenacted,
and I don't know, or I don't know what word he said, but essentially it said it could be anything that you're watching could be a reenactment. So I just took it that all of it was a reenactment.
Okay, yeah.
Seth says, the rage I felt when Zak Bagans decided to use that child suicide attempt for his demon movie.
Oof.
Yeah.
Stay far away from her, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really gross when he was asking her questions. And I just felt like a predator.
Yeah,
it was wrong.
gross.
It was just wrong.
It just felt really wrong. And I'm glad we all noticed it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it was super duper gross.
I guess maybe that was wishful thinking that for me that it was a reproduction, because I couldn't stand the thought that he would sit there and say those things to
a teenager who recently attempted suicide.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
yep.
I was hoping it was just an actor he was talking to and not the actual girl.
I think it was the actual girl.
Ugh. Gross.
I think so too.
Gross.
And this is 2018, right? When this movie came out.
Yeah.
So presumably, I mean, in 2018, we were all a little bit better than we were in the 90s, right? We get that people who experience things like the teenager experienced require care and tenderness when discussing these events, and he just gave none of it.
Yeah.
And it made me so mad.
He's an idiot.
Father Magano is interesting. I became a fan of this podcast, and I can't think of the name, about a father like Magano. Maybe it was Magano, who did actual exorcisms. And the tools and the ritual part of it was really cool. I just wish we could have seen a little bit more of the actual ritual. All we saw was him describing putting a cross on LaToya's head and the salt and the holy oil. We didn't see any, we didn't see anything happen other than his basic description. And I wished for more.
It was a lot of just describing things without any kind of evidence of anything. It was just describing things I
saw a documentary of describing things.
It could have just been an article.
It could have been an article.
It could have been an email.
Yeah.
Could have been an email.
Yeah, it could have been an email, and it would have been just as satisfying. But I learned a new word, necromancy.
Oh, yeah.
Necromancy, yeah.
And what else did they say about this video? The basement was a portal to hell. And when they described the things that they found in that hole, undies, knee press on nail.
It's just
I
garbage.
don't know what to make of those things.
It was just
it
sounds like
basement.
leftovers from, a little something. And they just kind of fell through the stairs and they're like, oh no, where's my undies? Oh well, So,
I mean, they were using it. I mean, some people were squatting there. So, I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Seth says he kept repeating clip-on nail. I was like, no, that's not a clip-on nail. No.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Nail.
I want some clip-on nails.
Press-on nail. Yes. The police officer, I was going to say, if you look up online the definition of a black uncle, a man 50 years of age or above, they always never fail to have one singular Bluetooth headphone in their ear at all times. Yep. And this officer fit the description. Yeah. And I laughed every time he came on screen. And some of the things he said,
he was like I'm not going in there.
When he was talking to the priest, he was like, Father, what's wrong? And his descriptions of things were just so funny. He stole the show. He made the whole movie. Yeah. I also wanted to mention the oil coming out of the blinds.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if I've talked about blessed oil in black people's homes or lives, but blessed oil is essentially vegetable oil that has been prayed over that you can get at the Christian bookstore. Huh. And when I was growing up, there was blessed oil everywhere. There was blessed oil in my parents' cars.
So what do they do with it?
There was blessed oil in the kitchen. Well, they just say a little prayer for you and put some on your forehead. Hey, have a good day at school. Have some blessed oil. Hey, night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Little blessed oil. Okay. Hey, you got a big test at school today? I bet you're real nervous. Let's pray real quick and put some blessed oil. It was just everywhere. And it always goes on your forehead. Anyway, I just thought Zak Bagans failed to note or recognize he didn't have any cultural cultural competency.
Yeah.
That perhaps the oil leaking through may have been a remnants of blessed oil.
Yeah. And the stuff says, but Wendy, the Q-tip.
Oh, wait a minute. What Q-tip?
The Q-tip in the door. That, because, they're like, we wiped the soil off, and then we put a Q-tip in the door, and then we came back. Oh, look, the Q-tip's still there. And then we opened the door, and there's oil again.
There's oil.
I'm like, it can soak into things, and it can re-emit later. And also, just because you show me a picture of a Q-tip twice doesn't mean it's a before and after.
Thank you. No, Bagans has already lost all credibility by that point in the documentary. Yeah. That might be why I didn't even register the Q-tip.
Yeah, by that point in the documentary, I was like, when is this shit going to be over?
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more.
Predator Badlands, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Here, you're not the predator. You're the prey. 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 Prey.
Critics are saying it's epic, stunning, and breathtaking.
Many have come here. None have survived.
Predator Badlands, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+, rated PG-13.
Okay, can we cut to the end?
Okay.
Yes. The crew member who goes berserk.
Oh, God. Oh, wait.
Guy.
Before you get there, the part when Bagans starts shoving somebody.
Oh, and then he does this.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
This is proof.
Seth says credibility, cultural competency. Who's she? And to that, I feel like I need a hip hop.
Yes.
It makes me think of Rachel Tensions.
Yeah.
RuPaul's.
Oh, Rachel Tensions.
In Tuong Fu.
Yes.
Cultural competency.
Yes. I love that. Yeah. So he, for some reason, goes berserk on a crew member, but only the surveillance footage caught it. And then there's that dude who goes into complete organ failure.
Yeah,
but he's talking to us.
I know. I was
from
like,
the hospital.
what did I write down? I wrote down. Let's see. Oh my God, I have so many notes.
He looked like he was in perfect health.
Oh yes, absolutely. He was very coherent. He looked great. I wrote down lots of footage of Zak being paranoid.
Yes.
Audio of what sounded like a cat or something to me.
Thank you.
Then, footage of nothing but Zak pretending to yell at something that isn't there. Words on screen say there was something black coming out of the wall, and his eyes hurt, and now he's forced to wear prism glasses.
Yeah. What? Sir.
Oh, this is...
What the fuck are you talking about?
But the organ failing guy I wrote down, he is very coherent and looks great for someone whose organs are shutting down. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not a medical professional or a learned doctor, but Jesus Christ.
Seth says all the failing organs he mentioned had to do with his penis.
Oh, right, because it was
his
prostate infection.
My prostate is shutting down.
Yeah.
It's just shutting down.
I was like, wait, what? Do prostates do that? I don't know. I don't have one. Or do I? Wait, I don't know.
At that point, it was like, you know what? You guys are off the island.
Yeah. Voted off.
You are voted off. This is crazy. And what else happened after that?
I just wanted to say that guy, that Dr. Barry Taff, the biophysiology expert, whatever, and he was going around with this meter. And and I was like, what the hell is he talking about? And I had to stop the screen because he was just kind of babbling about the meter and then the units that he was saying, and I was like, is that really a thing? And so I stopped it, and he had changed the setting on it. Well, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm dying to know.
He changed the setting, but then he kept reading off the same. So the meter has 3 indicators, and the indicators depend on whether you're measuring current or magnetic field, or there was something else I don't remember on the meter. But he had the meter, he changed the knob to a different setting, but he was reading off the same dial. He should have switched to the different dial. And then he was also using units that weren't consistent with what he said he was measuring at the time. And I was like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's just walking around with a meter and going, whoa, did you see that? It moved. And it's just like, oh my God.
Because I was watching that and my notes literally say, I don't understand this shit.
Well,
and I
just
just
didn't explain it at all. Like, so in a real good documentary, they should have explained how the meter works, what it does on this setting, why we're doing this, what normal is, and that sort of thing. I actually went afterward and watched a short, instructional video on this particular meter, just to understand.
Minnie's doing the
because
most.
They didn't explain it, And so, the sudden spike that he was showing us, did you see that? So apparently that happens periodically when your electric meter. So the electric meter every once in a while will pop on, and that creates a spike. Or when he clapped, it could have activated an electronic device that could have been the spike or whatever. But of course it's just demons.
He turned on a clapper.
They don't measure demons.
Real quick, Seth in the chat said about the
organ
penis,
failure,
organs,
the penis guy,
the prostate, the kidneys, the liver. What have you been up to, sir? Dick demons?
They go up
he was infested with dick demons.
Yes.
You know what? I think that is a fair conclusion.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about anything else for this film, other than I was really frustrated and angered by how he presented this story about these real people, and just he's a kook. He's a grifter.
Yes, he's a grifter. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I love ghosts.
Yeah.
But I do have respect for the paranormal, etc.
And I'm fascinated by it. I mean, I don't know if I believe it or not, but I'm interested.
Yes.
And this was so boring.
Yeah, it was so bad.
It was really boring, and I haven't read the reviews or anything, but I mean, Beth, if we put out content like this that was short-sighted, not very informed, not very well researched, or cared about the actual people,
we'd be the number one podcast.
Get roasted.
Oh yeah, so hard.
I was gonna say I thought we would be canceled, but
actually, we'd be number one.
Hey, Donald Trump emailed us. He wants to come on our show.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Ugh,
no, I'm just kidding.
I'm leaving. Bye.
Minnie, quit.
I quit. I refuse to edit Donald Trump.
Oh my God, what a nightmare that would be.
Out. I'll do that.
Okay. It would just be me and Wendy talking to nothing.
Yes.
I know. But I just, if we as content creators, if we did that, people would be angry, and we would be bothered by people being angry about our lack in creating something. We wouldn't do it like this. And it bothered me that he did, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It was disrespectful in so many ways.
So many ways, yeah.
Yeah.
Very many ways, yeah.
Yeah, for reals.
Seth says he's truly a mediocre white man. Ooh. He's great at making money. Yeah, that's why I said we'd be the number one podcast. But we're women, so actually, no, we wouldn't.
Yeah, we can't. We're excluded. Yeah. But yeah, I think it was Seth who recommended this one. And
he really wanted us to do it. So.
Like I said, I licked my lips when they said, "Enter at your own risk." Those are my favorite words.
I went into it open. I went into it willing to witness something that maybe might convince me of the supernatural, which is why I took so many notes, because I was like, maybe there's something that I can't, deny, that this is, footage of real shit going down. But it ended up going the other way.
Yeah, it sure did.
Seth
it
says,
sure did.
Thank you all so much for humoring me.
Oh, it was so
Seth,
entertaining.
It was like literally after I was finishing licking my lips before the movie took a turn. I was like dreaming of watching this with Beth, like in a
that would have been so awesome.
In a basement, with our pillows around, laying on our bellies, kicking our feet in the air. So eating snacks. So this was fun.
Oh, I enjoyed it because it got
fun.
me to put my scientific sleuth hat on. So I love
on more
that.
Often, would you? I mean, wow! I couldn't look away from your square because when you were talking about sciencey stuff.
Oh, and I just have to share one more thing. Like toward the end when he decides he's going to seal himself into the house. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. So stupid.
I wrote down, Zak seals himself into the house, allegedly.
So when he sealed himself into the house, which was, he said, people are going to think this is stupid. I'm like, you're right, Zak. I think it's very stupid.
Wow. Very insightful, Zak.
But also his bed was really weird. Like, you sleep in that?
What was so weird about his bed, Fred?
It was, I don't know what it was. It looked weird. It was just like a mattress on a metal frame or something.
It looked like an old-timey bed to me. It looked like an 1800s bed or something.
No,
a prison bed?
Yeah, like more like an
institutional
bed. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, no, what a treat. And the thing I was looking forward to the most was coming on here and talking with you guys.
That's what I was excited about. Yeah.
Seth says he's always being sealed into something, locked into something. Also, it's incredible that he sat silently and alone in a dark house overnight and found every demon but his own.
Hang on a second.
Bars.
Hang on a second. Whoa!
That was awesome. Yeah.
I really don't think anything else needs to be said. Like, I don't want to ruin it. That was incredible. Thank you so much, Seth.
Yeah.
Wow. This was, and your input has just been priceless. So thank you so much for being our fruity and rocking with us.
Yeah, it's been so much more fun to have you here with us.
Yeah, absolutely. I am out of notes. Like I said, I didn't take as rigorous notes as I normally do.
I did want to say that, okay, so he destroyed the house because he didn't want anybody else to be infected with these demons. But then he saved the dirt. Right. And the staircase.
And the stairs.
Like, if his real intent was to destroy it to protect people, he wouldn't have done that.
He wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Right?
He kept the dirt so he could probably like package it up or something and like sell
mail it out.
It's like, would you like to buy some of the dirt?
Buy some demon dirt.
Yep. Or I don't know. He said he's a collector.
Oh, right. Sure. Whatever, Zak.
I'm going to just read a comment from Seth. Seth said, I had a blast. Capital BLAST. Thank you all so much. I love you all so much.
We love you too, Seth.
We love you more. Like, you have no idea how much love we have for you in our hearts.
Yes.
So thank you for rocking with us for so long.
Making this awesome suggestion.
Yes. For making this incredible suggestion.
And joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't thank you enough. Love you to the moon and back.
Yeah.
And I hope that you have a glorious weekend. All right, Beth, where can the people find us?
Our website is fruitloopspod.com, and we use Fruit Loops Pod for all of our social media. The footnotes for each episode can be found on our website. Plus, check it out for the different ways that you can support the show. You can also join us on Patreon, where we have hundreds of hours of bonus content. You can also support us by supporting our sponsors, or by giving us a 5-star review.
5 stars only, please.
Don't forget to subscribe.
That's right. Now, this is a weekly podcast, and episodes drop on Thursdays. So until next time, look alive, y'all. It's crazy out there.
Okay, let me check my.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. I can pump up your volume after if needed.
Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Dance.
I had that on a 45.
Pump it up. Pump the.
Oh, that one too.
A 45.
The little
mini record.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Pump
Are
up
you
the
serious?
jam. Pump
That
it
is
up
so
when
cool.
you feel like jumping.
You guys are so cool. Can we trade lives? Okay. So, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Okay.
Beth, where can the people find us?
I can just put that
let
in.
me do my Beth impression.
Fruitloopspod.com.
All right. That's all, folks. All right. I'll get the audio in the drive, my friends. And
I don't know where they can
find
us. I have no idea where they can find us.
You know what?
Wendy's in a cabin.
I definitely don't know where to find
Nobody
Wendy.
knows where I am, so. All right, y'all. Mwah. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. Love you too.